Thinking about starting an LLC, but worried it'll take forever? Well, starting an LLC could take anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks. But what if I told you there's a way to speed that up? In this video, we're breaking down the entire process step by step, from choosing a name to getting your business permits. Plus, I'll share some insider tips to get your business up and running faster than you thought possible. Now, I know a lot of you feel overwhelmed when it comes to starting an LLC. Trust me, I've been there. But here's the thing, it's not as complicated as it seems. We'll go through each step, picking a name, getting a registered agent, filing paperwork, and getting your EIN and permits. So why does this all matter? Well, the faster you set up your LLC, the quicker you can start making money. It's that simple. And in business, time is money, right? So let me show you how you can get your LLC up and running in no time. And to help you get started, I've put together a free LLC guide that you can download now at llcblueprint.com/free guide. Plus, if you're ready to set up your LLC, I highly recommend Northwest Registered Agents. They'll handle everything for just $39. For your convenience, I put all the links in the description of this video, so go ahead and check them out. Now, before we move on, please know that I earn a small commission if you choose to shop through my affiliate links in the description of this video. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it helps me support my channel. So let's get started. Now that we are ready to hit the ground running, let's talk about the first steps. Did you know there is a common mistake that can add weeks to your LLC formation right from the start? It's a simple oversight that many entrepreneurs make, but I'll show you how to avoid it and keep your business launch on track. You see, when you're starting an LLC, choosing the right name is crucial. But here's the catch. If you don't check if that name is available, you could be setting yourself up for a major delay. Imagine spending time and money on paperwork only to find out someone else already has your dream business name. That's weeks of progress down the drain. But don't worry, there is an easy fix. Most states have a business registration website where you can quickly check if your chosen name is up for grabs. The simple step can save you a ton of time and headaches down the road. Now, once you've locked in your name, it's time to tackle the next big step, finding a registered agent. Now, you might be wondering, what's a registered agent and why do I need one? Well, think of them as your LLC's official point of contact. They're the ones who receive all the important legal documents on behalf of your business. Keep in mind, most states require your registered agent to have a physical address within the state where you're forming your LLC. This can be tricky if you're not based in that state or if you're running your business from home and don't want your personal address out there. Now, appointing a registered agent might sound like a big task, but it's actually one of the quicker steps in the LLC formation process. You can usually get this done in a day or less. The real challenge is finding someone reliable who meets all the state requirements. This is where using a professional service can really speed things up. These services have registered agents ready to go in every state, so you don't have to worry about finding someone yourself. Plus, they are experts at handling all the legal paperwork, which means fewer chances of mistakes that could slow you down. Here's a pro tip. If you want to save time, consider using a professional registered agent service when filing your LLC paperwork. It's like having a personal assistant for your business formation process. You could potentially shave days off your LLC formation timeline because they have streamlined processes and know all the ins and outs of LLC formation, which means they can help you avoid common pitfalls that might slow you down. All right, let's dive into the paperwork maze of LLC formation. You've got your name and your registered agent sorted, but here's where things can get tricky. What if I told you there's a way to potentially cut weeks of your LLC formation time? It all comes down to one crucial step that many entrepreneurs underestimate. Let's talk about filing your articles of organization. This is often the longest step in the process, and it's where the real time differences come into play. You see, each state has its own processing times for LLC filings. Some states might approve your LLC in just a few days, while others can take several weeks. But here's the catch. Many states offer expedited processing for an additional fee. This can slash your waiting time down to just 1 or 2 business days in some cases. It's like having a fast pass at an amusement park, but for your business formation. Now, while you're waiting for your articles of organization to be processed, there's another important document you should be working on: your operating agreement. This isn't always required by the state, but it's super important for outlining how your LLC will be run. Creating an operating agreement can take anywhere from 1 to 5 days, depending on how complex your business structure is. If you're doing it yourself, it might take longer, especially if you're new to this. But don't worry, there are ways to speed this up too. One option is to use templates for your operating agreements. These can be a great starting point, but remember, you'll need to tailor them to fit your specific business needs. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation. If you want to make sure everything's done right and save time in the long run, you might want to consider getting some professional help. A lawyer can ensure that your operating agreement is comprehensive and legally sound. Yes, it might cost a bit more upfront, but it could save you from headaches down the road. Now, here's where things get interesting. By combining expedited filing options with professional assistance, you could significantly reduce your overall LLC formation timeline. We're talking about potentially cutting weeks off the process. That means you could be up and running, ready to do business much sooner than you thought. Think about it. While other new business owners are still waiting for their paperwork to process, you could already be making your first sales. That's the power of knowing how to navigate the system effectively. But remember, even with all these time-saving strategies, it's crucial not to rush through the process. Each step is important, and doing things right from the start can save you a lot of trouble later on. Alright, so now that we've navigated the paperwork maze, let's talk about a step that's often overlooked but can make or break your LLC's launch. What if I told you there is a crucial business identifier you can get instantly without leaving your desk? It's true, and it might just be the easiest part of forming your LLC. I'm talking about your Employer Identification Number, or EIN for short. Think of it as a social security number, but for your business. You need it for all sorts of things like opening a business bank account, hiring employees, and filing taxes. But here's the best part. You can get it online through the IRS website, and it's super quick. We're talking minutes, not days or weeks. So while you're waiting for your state to process your LLC paperwork, you can knock this step out in no time. Just hop on the IRS website, fill out the online application, and boom, you've got your EIN. It's one of those rare moments in the business world where things happen instantly. But here's where things can slow down again. Remember when I mentioned permits and licenses? This is where the timeline can get a bit unpredictable. Depending on your business type and location, you might need various permits to operate legally. And unlike your EIN, these can take anywhere from a few days to several weeks to obtain. The key here is to start researching what permits you need early on. Don't wait until your LLC paperwork is approved to start this process. Many states have online resources that list the permits required for different business types. Some even offer online applications, which can speed things up considerably. Let's say you're opening a restaurant. You might need a food service license, a liquor license if you're serving alcohol, and maybe even a music license if you're planning to have live performances. Each of these could have different processing times, so it's crucial to plan ahead. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. This sounds like a lot of work. And you're right, it can be. But here's a pro tip. Many professional LLC formation services can help you navigate this permit maze. By using online resources and possibly getting some professional help, you can potentially save weeks of wait time in this final stage of LLC formation. It's all about being proactive and knowing where to look for information. Think about it this way. While other new business owners are still trying to figure out what permits they need, you could be well on your way to opening your doors. That's the power of proper planning and using the right resources. All right, let's recap what we've covered. We started with choosing a name and appointing a registered agent. Then, navigated the paperwork maze with articles of organization and operating agreements. Finally, we tackled getting your EIN and necessary permits. Remember, each step has its own timeline, but there are ways to speed things up. Time is a precious resource in business. The faster you can get your LLC up and running, the sooner you can start making money and gaining a competitive edge. That's why using a professional service can be a game changer. So if you want to fast track your LLC formation, I highly recommend checking out Northwest Registered Agents. They're offering an exclusive deal for just $39 when you use my link in the description of this video. With their expert help, you could have your LLC set up in no time, letting you focus on what really matters, growing your business. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.